If it's cold in your corner of the country, I bet it is, and you're looking for the antidote to dreary winter weather, may I suggest braising? It's all about searing, simmering. There is sauce. It basically guarantees restaurant results in the comfort of your very own kitchen. Here to show us how to do it all, food expert Tara O'Brady. Good to have you with us.
Thank you for having me back.
It smells amazing.
I know. That's the great thing about braises is that they're a little bit of work, but they make your house feel so warm, welcoming, cozy, and it fills the house with this great aroma of like slow-cooked vegetables, slow-cooked meats. What could be more suitable for this time of year?
For those that are unfamiliar with braising, define braising for me.
Braising is basically between roasting and stewing. So you start off with something that's fried. So we're searing off vegetables or searing off short ribs like we are today, and then we're adding some liquid, not as much as you would do for a stew, just enough that it comes up to the edge of the meat or whatever it is that you're cooking, and then let it go low and slow in an oven.
To burn off, like essentially?
No, it won't. It will
not do what I just
burn
said.
off. But you're not looking to boil the meat. What you're looking to do is that it will be a steamy, warm, kind of cozy bath environment that will just get everything just tender, soft, succulent.
Sounds amazing.
It's really, really easy because, truthfully, it's the method that does all the work for you.
Okay, so let's talk about them. Show us the method, rather.
So
what do we do?
There are 3 basic times that you need to pay attention when you're braising. That's beginning, middle, end. So
just like life, right? Like conversation, the whole thing. Okay.
So what you need to start out is a strong base. And what that is going to be flavors and then also the type of meat or vegetable that you're using.
Should I be stirring this?
You can leave it right now because it's just going to happily sizzle. So what we're going to use this time is we're going to start it with some short ribs and spend the time, we're using a really nice big cut short rib, so a lot of surface area to get a lot of color. Take the time to sear it off, get that great color in the pan, and then we're adding aromatics. So we have celery, carrots, and onions here.
Smells amazing.
And garlic, letting it cook till it gets, once again, good and brown. Then we're going to add harissa paste. So this is a Tunisian chili paste. We're using the recipe that's in my book, but you can always use store-bought. It has a good amount of flavor that can stand up to the length of time. Because one of the things that happens in braising is that the flavors really mellow out. So you can use bolder flavors and really get a lot of depth and character to your cooking.
So again, how long are we talking about here?
2 hours.
2 hours,
Because with the things with something like short ribs, they really need that long cooking. There's a lot of tissue that needs to break down. You can render off all that fat, and so you end up with like really luscious, that like restaurant quality meat without actually doing very much.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
So we're gonna add some harissa to the pan. It's a good amount. But the recipe in my book isn't really blisteringly hot, so it'll be okay.
I like a little spice.
So you can always add more if you'd like. We're adding that, letting it caramelize. The natural sugars will start browning from there. A bit of tomato paste as well. Again, taking the time to cook it. That will concentrate your flavors. Then, easy, a little bit of orange. Deglazing with some red...
the peel?
Yeah, orange peel, and we're gonna add the juice in a moment. Some red wine. A little bit of that
remember
orange.
red wine. We felt like yesterday.
We'll let it simmer down. And then once that simmers off for a little while and starts to reduce, we're gonna add our...
Oh my gosh, that smells so good.
Immediately, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Add our meat back to the pan.
Okay.
Simple, easy. And then we're going to add stock, just enough that it comes up to the edge of the meat. We don't want it drowning, just like so.
Just what you were saying, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not that stew.
No, we need it.
Move these over?
Yeah, perfect. So it's just peeking out, and here we have a bundle of herbs. We have stems from cilantro and parsley, and then thyme.
Why the stems?
Because we're going to save the leaves to use for a garnish later.
Look at you.
Because there's a lot of flavor, and it's actually a different sort of flavor in the stems than there is in the leaves. So we'll pop a lid on this, bring it to a simmer, and then put it in the oven for about 2 hours.
Walk away.
Walk away, 325.
Walk away. Okay.
Then halfway through cooking, you have 2 options. So this is where I'm talking about, we did our beginning, really good flavor base. Now we're coming to our middle. At this point, you have the option of pulling out those original aromatics because they've given up all of their flavor at this point. They're done.
Okay.
So that's the more refined way. If we're feeling rustic, leave them in, but we're gonna add a second batch of vegetables. That could be pearl onions or mushrooms. Today, we're gonna add some pumpkin.
Oh,
Just pop some pumpkin in because the sweetness works really well with the chilies from the harissa. And then let that go for 20 minutes back in the oven, and then chickpeas after that.
Love that.
So velvety, soft, really luscious, different vegetables that will stand up once again to all these big flavors. And now to finish, I often talk about, you know, how it's great when you're having a taco and you put a squeeze of lime at the end.
Yes.
You need something bright to wake up all those flavors that have been sitting in that oven for so long. So in that could be some acid, like something like a splash of red wine vinegar or lemon juice. In this case, we're kind of going for a double-barreled approach. We're going with salty feta cheese, lemon, and then all those herbs that we had from the beginning. We're gonna stir them up together.
Okay, so do you want to just decorate?
Yeah, I'm gonna give this
Sure,
a
that's
little
not the
bit.
technical term, but
We're gonna give it another little chop here.
Okay.
Add these here.
okay.
And then this
It looks beautiful.
lemon zest.
You know what? You're right. Like at this time of year, you want your home to be smelling this rich. You know.
Absolutely.
And then it gets the
And
juices going.
the other thing is, when you're getting something like this, you have a bit of freshness right at the end. Wakes up that flavor,
me, I'm gonna
those
try this
flavors. Gives you a bit of something that is like verdant, herbal, brightness, and especially it's citrus season right now. It just adds so much more dimension to it. So beginning, middle, end, easy steps. There's your braise.
And we've made it to the end, and that's really, really good.
I'm so glad.
Thank you so much. It's great to have you on.
Thank you
You've
for
got to get
having
a fork too. You've got to taste your
I'm
creation.
happy to do so.
All right, you can find today's recipes on our website anytime, yourmorning.ca. We appreciate you being here.